Hello everyone, and welcome back for another paranormal pit stop. Tonight, we'll be hiking down into a massive slice of dense Pacific Northwestern wilderness, expanding from outside and cutting into the city of Portland, Oregon. Nestled amongst the Tualatin Mountains and occupying a 5,200-acre chunk just west of downtown, this expanse boasts the title of being one of the largest urban woodland reserves in the whole of the United States. Are you ready to explore the fascinating past and hauntings surrounding Forest Park? Historically, predating initial settlers, land now holding Forest and Macleay parks was covered in dense Douglas fir growth, and by 1851, its acreage had been divided into donation land claims, but excessive logging would result in an unstable soil. Following countless landslides, most of the area's original claims were either defaulted upon or donated to the city. By the 1860s, civic leaders would seek to create a preserve near Portland, and in 1897, shortly preceding his death, Donald Macleay would donate 105 acres for the purpose of creating Macleay Park. In 1903, the renowned Olmsted brothers were hired to develop upon a number of the city's park grounds. Through the 1930s, federal relief workers were hired to construct a shelter and restroom at Macleay, and as the city continued to acquire additional land space, in 1948, Forest Park was officially dedicated, with the smaller Macleay Park being absorbed. Following damages from the Columbus Day storm of 1962 and waves of subsequent vandalism, the Macleay shelter was left abandoned. In 1991, Metro, a regional government pertaining to the Portland metropolitan area, would start budgeting for its natural areas program, and by 1995 would set its sights on 320 acres within and adjacent to Forest Park. Today, Forest and Macleay boast an impressive 70 miles of recreational trails, including a segment called Wildwood, which acts as part of the city's larger 40-mile loop system. Over its extensive history, a number of stories of supernatural activity have emerged from within the wooded biome. One more popular tale tells the history of one Danford Balch who settled into the area circa 1850, along with his wife Mary Jane and their 9 children. Before long, another family, the Stumps, would settle onto a neighboring claim, and against Danford's wishes, a young Mortimer Stump would proceed to fall in love and conspire to run away with his 15-year-old daughter, Anna Balch. The young lovers would elope, but sadly, in a rage, Danford would make his way to the Stark Street ferry, just as the couple was boarding and readying to cross the Willamette, and in front of witnesses, would kill Mortimer with a shotgun. Balch was hanged for his crime on October 17th of 1859, as the first legal hanging in the city, and before his death would plead that his wife was a witch and that she'd placed a spell on him, guiding his hand in the murder. Into the present, many believe the restless spirits of Mary Jane, Danford, Anna, and Mortimer haunt the old Balch homestead, which extended into portions of Macleay Park, where ghosts from the two families are purportedly continuing their feud from beyond the grave, and those adventuring about have reported hearing the sounds of male voices arguing heavily, always seemingly from just out of sight. A commemorative stone placed at Northwest 30th Avenue and Upshur Street marks the location of the actual Balch home itself, and near it, many have reported associated otherworldly happenings increasing by tenfold. Between April and June of 1999, Todd Allen Reed, better known as the Forest Park Killer, would assault and murder 3 homeless women, and would leave their bodies within the dense habitat. Over the years, a number of additional bodies, victims of everything from robberies gone wrong to drug overdoses, have been discovered about, and those braving the park's many trails have reported disembodied voices and screams, phantom lights sighted through the trees, the constant feeling of being watched or followed, and encounters with apparitions in clothing spanning the eras, including with some that appear so real, they've actually been known to hike and converse with the living for a time before vanishing in the blink of an eye. Lastly, and most famously, the aforementioned abandoned Macleay shelter has been associated with a number of local legends, and is now more affectionately and ominously known as the Witch's Castle. Near the Witch's Castle, many have reported a sense of disquiet, communication with otherworldly presences, and the unnerving sensations of being touched, grabbed, or even pinched to the point of bruising by unseen hands. Thanks for joining us on this paranormal pit stop. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good night.